I'd like to order a commission. OMG, hello! Are you available for commissions? If the second design is too much, I'm willing to pay extra. Yeah, the design is a bit more complex. Is it okay if you add 200? I'd also like to tip you 300 more to round it up to 1,000. I've sent the payment. Take your time with it. Thank you for the support. I really needed it. Hi, how are you? My name's Beta, and today we're going to be going over some furry artist memes. We've all been through the commissioning process one way or another, whether we're taking commissions and drawing art for different furries or other people's characters, or we're on the receiving end, where we're trying to reach out to an artist to get a commission from them, to send them that money for that sweet, sweet art piece of our character in return. And so I thought I'd go over a bunch of the different memes that I found relating to this process today. I've been stockpiling these for a good long while because I doom scroll on Twitter and I find some of the funniest shit ever, and also a bunch of these were sent to me from you guys as well. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, the first meme is a personal submission of mine because I relate with this very heavily from the commissioner's standpoint, and I'm sure there are plenty of artists that relate to this uncanny valley experience as well. And I don't know what to call this meme, but it's basically PayPal saying to IRL name from IRL name, and both parties in the commissioning process are closing their eyes going, I don't see this. I know a lot of artists use different invoicing platforms like PayPal to receive money from commissions for transactions and so on, and in turn a lot of artists will send out invoices to their clients, and whenever a client receives it, it's usually invoice from first name last name, the actual name of the artist that you did not know prior to this. It's just a really funny thing to see every time. Invoice from first name last name. Ah, that's Blue Star the Fox that I'm commissioning. This person, Steve Jones? Never heard of him in my life. Why did I make up Blue Star as like the impromptu artist name here? That's kind of weird. Blue Star, if you're watching this and you happen to be an artist, I'm sorry, I'm not targeting you. Also, hopefully your name isn't Steve. I feel like this is especially the case for furry artists compared to non-furry artists, where we're so used to knowing each other by our fursona names or our character names that when we get the invoice or send the payment, we're not used to seeing someone's IRL name there. So it's especially one of those moments where we don't see it. It's a form of common courtesy and respect for both parties, and I like it. Me wanting to commission someone, every other artist. Meanwhile, the same 3 artists I commission every single time. Because I actually do this. I commission the same artist like 20 times because it's so much easier. They know the style of what I'm looking for. And it's funny because even like 3 years later, I'll still go through the same process of commissioning the 3 same artists over and over again. Not to say that I don't want to commission new artists, but I also have anxiety with messaging people. Think about it this way. With commissioning new artists, you got to go through a bit of a process of finding if they're open for commissions, breaking the ice and interacting for the first time, not worrying about being a bother, which I feel like is more of a personal anxiety thing with me, but I know some people that also deal with that as well. Meanwhile, if you've already commissioned an artist, it's a lot easier going back to them and hitting them up about another commission. Now, obviously, interacting with an artist is a business transaction, and it shouldn't really be anything more than that, but realistically, you're interacting with one person, and the more you do it over and over again, the more comfortable you'll be with interacting with them and talking, just in general. So with that in mind, it's a lot easier to commission them over and over again for other ideas that you might have. And that's what it is for me. The first time I commission an artist, I'm like, hello, I'd like to send you some money to draw my fursona. Would you happen to be open for commissions? If not, absolutely no worries. Sorry for bothering you. Meanwhile, like the 20th time of commissioning the same artist over and over again, bro, I got the funniest fucking idea. Wait till you hear it. And it's just so much easier from there. Like the difference between those two interactions is vast, and I love that. Broke artists, furries looking for art commissions. You know, I gotta admit, it is nice to see furries getting some credit here for something in mainstream media, where a regular mainstream artist who wants to take on commissions goes to the furry community to receive more commissions. Because as we know, furries love commissioning art. I mean, that's just how it is. I swear, the amount of times I have seen furries dish out money for the same pointing fingers pose is crazy. I would know, I've done that. But hey, at least in this case, furries are known for something good, and that's being very lavish of wanting to commission art. Honestly though, I hope that broke artists don't have to turn to the furry community to receive commissions as a last resort. Like, you know, furries are seen as the black sheep, the dark side to being clients for art commissions. I'm assuming it would be easier though to take commissions from furries, right? Like you don't have to worry about human proportions. You can just kind of wing it and furries will like it. Like I know some furry artists who make furry art because it's easier to draw animal people rather than actual people. So why wouldn't it be like a good thing, you know? Okay, for some reason, there's T-posing Mort in this folder of furry artist memes. I'm not sure why it's here, but there's T-posing Mort. Hello, furry artist. I'd like to commission some human art, please. God, what I wouldn't give to hear Mark Hamill say that. Wait, asking a furry artist? Oh, that's so evil. Why would you do that? Their whole niche is drawing fluffy animal characters, and you're asking them to draw not a fluffy animal character. Oh, and then Mort's crying. Oh. I guess that explains why Mort was in here earlier. I hope that artists don't feel like sad crying Mort, but I hope that they feel like T-posing, asserting dominance Mort. Ooh, this one actually comes from another favorite artist of mine known as Sammy the Tanuki. Being a commission artist. Expectation. So chill and laid back. Making money doing what I love. I love doing art for random people. So fun. Making the world happier with my art. Stress-free. I can totally do 15 drawings in a week. Really? I don't think I could do 15 drawings in 1 month. Even if I was doing stick figures. Reality. Deadlines. I haven't seen the sun in days. Internal panicking because of a tiny error. Time management? 16 more art trades to do. Kinda broke. No sleep. Yay, stress. I lost my stylist. Send help. You know, to some extent, I feel this. I'm not an artist myself, but I do run my own business. I do this YouTube thing full time. And I realize time management and work-life balance is definitely a struggle. Sometimes I feel like I haven't seen the sun in days. Now, as much as I know being an artist full time is a struggle, I'd like to hope that some of the expectation does blend in with reality, and artists aren't entirely miserable with what they're doing. That's why whenever I'm commissioning an artist, I'm always trying to be as patient as possible. I keep in mind that what I'm commissioning is a luxury. I don't need the art to survive, but I like to stay as patient as possible because I don't know what an artist is going through outside of that. Like, if they have life things they have to take care of, then yeah, do that first. But at the same time, there is a balance to it. You know, you don't want an artist to just like keep extending the deadline till a year or so just for like an icon or something. Just, you know, I hope that artists are doing all right. That's all. All right, so Kangazero sent me a relatable artist meme bingo sheet. This is going to be lengthy, but each and every one of these squares I feel like is a relatable artist struggle or artist moment. So why not? Never saving drawings. Cat posting. Shrimp spine. I don't think I've ever used that emoji in my life. Cell shading only. I still have no clue what that is. Trying to zoom making traditional art. Don't you just look at the paper closely? Like if you're doing traditional, just leaning closer? I don't know how that works. I lost my tablet pen. I feel like at that point, you just can't really do anything. Like you can't even work. I hate line art. Flipping canvas. Oops, wrong layer. Not wanting to draw backgrounds. Anatomy go. Brrr. My hands hurts. My life hurts. Can't draw hands. Starving artist. Client reply with K. Caffeine posting. Just a quick sketch. You know, I do this a lot. Whether I'm working on a video script or editing, I'll just be like, yeah, I'll just edit down the audio real quick, or I'll just draft up this script. Meanwhile, I'm up till like 6:30 in the morning, finishing up like 3 video scripts, or I've completed the entire video and gotten some little TikToks to go with it too. Like, god damn, I do that a lot. I hate art. Saving every 10 seconds. Okay, I personally relate to this one because editing programs are so unpredictable. You could be working on something, just like even scrubbing through footage, and then the entire thing will freeze and crash. It's such a nuisance. That's why for me, I have it like second nature to have my left hand attached to the Control and S keys on my keyboard. So every single time I make an edit, I just Control S and I'm good. Like I don't have to worry about it because I've been through the pain of not saving and having pretty much finished a project without ever saving it, and then it crashes while rendering. So I feel that, and I learned very quickly I gotta save as much as I can. Paying an exposure. Oh my God. I hope that's still not a relatable meme nowadays of people being like, oh, I can pay an exposure. I don't have any money. Can you still do art for me? It's my birthday. Like, I can only imagine what artists have to deal with, but hopefully that's not one of those. Please don't DM artists this. Now I want to know, what is this? What is this? What is that supposed to be? Is that a title for a YouTube video? Never DM an artist this. Like, is it one of those? Keeps abandoning whips. Furry art equals money. 2 a.m. inspiration. But yeah, let me know if you hit bingo on this one. This is an interesting treat to see what like the relatable artist memes are. I mean, I relate to a lot of these and I'm not even an artist. I feel like I almost hit bingo here. I can only imagine what it's like for actual artists. We've been chatting for 5.48 seconds now. We are now friends. Say, how's about some free art, bro? Okay, you know what? Some furries do be that way. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of cringe. I know it should go without saying, but don't go into a friendship with an artist like expecting art. Like, that's awful. No, don't do that. Why would you do that? In all my years, I've known so many friends who are artists, and whenever they've like done art for me, I have to fight with them to like allow them to let me pay them for it. Like I do it all the time with like plenty of friends. Like Russ, like he's made multiple art pieces for me, and I'm like, Russ, let me send you money. And he's like, no, I swear to God, let me send you money for this. This is amazing and it makes me very happy and I want to show you I appreciate it. And he's like, but I'm doing it because I want to show I appreciate you. And it's just like, So yeah, you know, I feel like, if anything, furries who are friends with furry artists should do the opposite of requesting art from friends and being like, hey, you know, let me pay you money and support you for what you're doing. I don't know, maybe that's just me. We've been chatting for like 5 to 6 seconds now. Are we like best friends? We're now friends, yeah. Oh, you're a furry? I'm a furry? You're a dermatologist? I have skin? It's a perfect match. Some days, wow, I feel like I'm actually improving. Most days, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, honestly, that's a pretty big mood. That's not just within the artist field. That just goes for anything you do, whether it's a hobby, a job, or anything you put your time and effort and passion into. The more I've gotten older, the more I've realized that most of these days where you don't know what you're doing, it's okay. And also, that's a majority of people as well. Everyone's got off days, and sometimes it's most of the time. Because if you're passionate about anything and you have something you want to put your time and energy into improving on and getting better at, like, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of those days where you're like that, where you don't know what you're doing. I feel like most of the time, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. But I've also realized that's okay. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't work out. It's just my art style. Now, to be honest, I want to be opposed to that art style. I want to commission that art style. I want my fursona to look like that, staring straight ahead at me and the snoot turned to the side. That would make no goddamn sense, but I want that. Are your commissions open? See, that's how I feel when I'm asking an artist if their commissions are open. Because I do my research. It's not one of those where they have it posted on their profile like commissions not open right now. Like, I will go out of my way to look everywhere to see if they are open, whether they have a separate website or other social medias. I'll even look up their name on Google to see what else comes up, to see if I can get any info before I DM them. I don't know, I just don't want to be a bother to anyone if I'm messaging them, especially for the first time. There's always that worry there for me, but most of the time it is just a worry, because whenever I've asked, they've been like, yeah, my commissions are open, what do you want? And then after that I'm like, oh, I didn't think I'd make it this far. I don't know what I want. And so what I have to do last second is go through my profile likes and see whatever art that I liked and be like, I kind of like a pose like this. Let's see if we can do this in a different scenario, but with my fursona. And that's how I come up with most of my art ideas, believe it or not. So hey, thanks Mario for being helpful and helping me conquer my inner anxieties of messaging artists to see if their commissions are open. That was oddly specific and I never thought I'd be doing that in my lifetime, but okay. I am once again asking for your commission availability. Okay, I've had this happen a few times and I do genuinely get anxious about that, because I'll have an artist say, oh, I'm not open at the moment, but thanks for asking. And then a month or so would go by and I'd want to hit them up again to see if they're available. But I also like want to make sure I'm not being a nuisance, and then I'd see the last message. I'll be like, oh God, is this all it's gonna be? Am I gonna be that guy? But that's what it feels like sometimes. I am once again asking for your commission availability. I would like to give you money because I crave your art. Please don't say damn when you hear the price. The amount of times that I have seen posts like this from artists really worries me, because like, how many people are like going out of their way to say that? First off, I feel like that's rude, especially when it's technically a small business and a freelance artist putting their prices out there, valuing their own work. And like, the second thing, who asked? But yeah, if an artist's prices is out of your budget and you're in that phase of commissioning them where they're giving you the price before they start anything, don't go like, damn, that's too expensive. Just tell them that it's out of your budget. That's all. Compared to like saying like, damn, your art's too expensive. You should do it for free for me because my birthday. I don't know, it's just something courteous, because I've seen versions of this meme plenty of times. Also, why does this need to be posted at like a gas station? At least that's what it looks like. Maybe it's a bodega or something like that. What? Why? Everyone's in a hurry when they're going to shop at like a gas station. What the hell are you complaining about? But yeah, just little PSA, don't say anything along that line to artists when they post their commission prices or their price guide or something. But that does make me wonder, artists, both furry and non-furry, do you get comments like that? I can only imagine the random DMs artists get are wild. I'm gonna commission you. Isn't that Markiplier? Is that Kingpin from Spider-Verse? That's the energy I wish I showed whenever I was going to hit up an artist to commission them. I'm gonna commission you so hard. That doesn't sound good phrasing wise. Not gonna lie, having a loyal customer low-key feels like having a sugar daddy. Look, when I said that having a repeat customer was supposed to be like maybe a good thing or like reassurance to the artist, I didn't mean in the sugar daddy sense. Yeah, I don't want to fulfill that role, at least in that sense. You'll draw for me again, right? Yes. Did you just make commissioning a kink? Okay, that's pretty funny. I'll give it to you. I was wondering earlier, what the whole mentality behind artists is for like repeat customers. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect the response to having it feel like a sugar daddy. I thought it was more like, oh, reassurance that the art commission that I did for them prior was good and that they were happy with it and that, it was supposed to be positive reinforcement for the artist. Yeah, that just went from 1 to 100 real quick. All right, I left the best for last, and this one happens to be a little sort of tutorial guide that someone put together on how you should talk to artists you want to commission. And let me tell you, this little guide is hilarious. And it just so happened that what was being used was stock images of Goku with an impact font over them. I don't know if you should use those with regards to art commissions in the future to interact with artists, but hey, it's kind of neat. Just keep in mind, artists might not want to interact back and forth with stock images of Goku with impact font. This is Zhao. You should talk to artists you want to commission. Yeah, I've just decided for the remainder of this video, I'm going to be pronouncing the spelling mistakes, so I don't know. I'm just being a smartass, okay? I'm sorry. I'd like to order a commission. OMG, hello. Are you available for commissions? If the second design is too much, I'm willing to pay extra. See, even the artist is going along with it because they're just replying like this is a normal day. Yeah, the design is a bit more complex. Is it okay if you add 200? I'd also like to tip you 300 more to round it up to 1,000. Is this the correct number? I also love how it's going through the Super Saiyan transformations with this too. This might be my favorite art meme ever. I've sent the payment. Take your time with it. Thank you for the support. I really needed it. I love this. Oh my goodness. I hope I can get to a point one day with an artist that I commission or I interact with where I can just have this interaction, and that's how the commission process goes. Outside of, the payment, the payment thing is separate, but still. God damn, what a way to wrap things up. Who would have thought that stock image Goku would showcase a better way of the step-by-step process of how you should be interacting with an artist when commissioning them better than I could. And I did a video on how to commission furry art. I think that's a good last one to wrap things up on. So on that note, thank you all for watching. Thank you to everyone that sent in these memes to me. If you want to be a part of these videos in the future or you want your memes shown in them, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I do a lot of the meme submission things where I ask around for different topical memes or what I should do next for a video. So if you want to be a part of that or want to contribute in the future, be sure to follow me on there. That's pretty much the only social media I'm active on, to be quite honest. So yeah. Anyhow, that's about going to do it for me. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay life jacket, guys. Take care.